Hi guys, welcome back to the channel, Yorkshire Crafter, and today is Sunday, so Whip and Chat, catch up day. I am today working on the coffee piece that my husband gifted to me, so let's get into this week. So Monday morning I was stitching on Midnight Magic, so I was stitching on that a little bit. If you saw my floss tube this week, you will have seen the progress on that. I think I was doing a little bit of the clouds at the top, so I did a little bit on it, but not very much. So I was doing that Monday morning in between doing a bit of washing from the weekend, some bits that needed doing, and then before we had lunch I went and pegged it out in the garden. So we've had some alright weather. It's not been warm, but it's not been cold or wet, or so if it's not raining I will peg it out. So then I went and pegged it out and then had lunch. So I had lunch, and then once I'd cleaned up and tidied up from lunch, in the afternoon again I was working on Midnight Magic, so I was doing that again in between washing and checking things outside and turning things round and upside down and inside out and trying to get waistbands and cuffs and collars to dry, and yeah, all that fun stuff. So then it was pet feeding time, so I got that done and walked Ted. Got back, we already knew what we were having for tea. We were having the bolognese that we had on Sunday. My husband added a tin of the kidney beans and made it into a chili con carne, so we were having that for tea. So my husband was getting on warming that through, and we had that with some pita pockets, some pita breads. So yeah, we had that for tea. and then after tea, when I came up here, I needed to give my desk a good tidy. So there was diamond painting projects and all things like that just all over my desk, so it needed tidying up and organising and putting away. The project bags needed to go in, so I was doing that, and then I got organised for the live stream for Disney Dollhouse. So I was getting ready and organising that, getting my parts that I needed and anything I needed from previous issues, and just reading through the magazine and seeing what I needed. Yeah, if I needed any glue out, or cocktail sticks and cotton buds, and yeah, so just getting myself organised and ready for the show. So once I had done that, I was diamond painting a little bit, watching some YouTube, and then at about 6:30 I went into StreamYard, sorted out my camera, and then chatting with Chris a bit because she'd come in. So yeah, and then at 7 o'clock we went live, so Disney Dollhouse live at 7 p.m. UK time. So we will be having another show again tomorrow if you want to come and have a look, see what we're doing and how it's turning out. I think tomorrow we're putting some more walls on. We've got another wall to finish, and we've got a bit of coving to put on one of the walls, and then we put the 2 walls in that we've finished. So we've already got 2 walls in, so we've got the next 2 walls to put on. So yeah, got that to do tomorrow. So then after the Doll's House show, me and Chris were having a bit of a chat. Only about 20 minutes, half an hour maybe max, and then yeah, we went off and had bits and bobs to do, and so yeah. So then on to Tuesday. Tuesday morning I was working on the cat gnome, so I was doing that, as well as finishing off a little bit of washing that needed to be finished in the dryer that hadn't quite done. So I was doing that, and then for lunch I had a chocolate spread sandwich, so I had that for my lunch. Then in the afternoon I just worked solidly on the cat gnome because I'd finished all my jobs and got all that done out of the way. So I did that, and then fed the pets, walked Ted, and then for tea it was a nice easy tea. We had pancakes, so they delivered the right amount of pancakes this time, because last time when we tried to order pancakes we'd ordered 8 sweet pancakes, and apparently those ones were out of stock. So like they do, they sent a substitute, but they only sent a pack of 4. Different brand obviously, different one, but only a pack of 4. So, but yeah, anyway, that morning, yeah, we'd got the Asda delivery came. So, yeah, I was doing that. So then, like I said, later on for tea we had pancakes and crumpets. So we had a couple of pancakes and a couple of crumpets for tea. So that's what we had for tea on Tuesday. So then when I came up here, I brought my stitching upstairs. I decided to do a little bit more on the cat gnome, and then it was the Eddie live show, the Eddie live stream with Crafty Chris at 8 o'clock. So I was in there helping, and then after the show I finished off the cat gnome. So I actually finished that on Tuesday. so that was the finish date for that one. So I was really pleased the way that that came out, the way that I'd finished. Did I finish it? No, it might have been later on. No, I hadn't finished it. No. So, yeah, I kept on a little bit with that until bedtime. So, yeah, I've done a little bit on that. I've got so close to finish it, so, yeah. Some evenings I do bring my stitching up if I get to the end of a project, or very near to the end. I'll sort of carry on with it on an evening as well, as long as my eyes will hold out. I get quite boz-eyed when I'm stitching. Could do with some of them magnifiers, but yeah. So yeah, I was working on Cat Gnome till bedtime, so yeah, I went off to bed. And then on to Wednesday. So took this page into here. There we go, like that. So Wednesday morning I carried on with the Cat Gnome. There was quite a lot of back stitch to finish on that top half. So then I moved the stitching up in the frame so I could do the bottom half. So there was the tail and the shoes and the mouse to do, the mouse that he's holding. So yeah, there was that to do. Then when my husband got up, he said me and Jack are off to town. So I said, right, okay, I'm going to get a bath and then we'll have a lunch when you get back. So yeah, just have a drink. So yeah, I went and had a bath. They went off to town, and when they got back I was helped putting the shopping away and the bits and bobs that they got from town. And then we had lunch. I just had a crisp sandwich. That's what I fancied for my lunch. So had that, and then in the afternoon I carried on a bit more with Cat Gnome. So yeah, I was carrying on with that, and then it got time to sort out the pets, so I did that. And then for tea, Mark and Jack had brought home a bakery tea. Our bakery down in the town is Coupland's. So Mark got himself a sandwich, me and the boys had sausage rolls. So I had a couple of sausage rolls for tea and a bag of crisps. So I had that for my tea. And then when I came up here I was diamond painting a little bit, and then there was a live show on. There was the Arduino show. The Arduino show next week is going to be the last one, because they feel they've covered all the basics now. It was just a beginner's guide to Arduino show. So they've said they feel they've done up to what they can do. They don't want to overwhelm people and get into too much detail, and yeah, so the one next week, the one next Wednesday, is going to be the last one. Yeah, so yeah, so I was watching that while I was diamond painting, and yeah, so I was doing that. Then after the Arduino show, I think I maybe diamond painted for another half an hour or so, and then went off to bed. Then on to Thursday. So Thursday I did a little bit more on the cat gnome. So I was doing some of that in the morning, in between washing and pegging out, and yeah, got a fair bit done Thursday morning. So yeah, excuse me. Then for lunch I had a ham and cheese sandwich. So I had that for my lunch, and then sorting out a bit more washing and things in the afternoon. To put some more wax in my pen. Just a little bit. And use the lid. Oops. Squish it down a bit. So yeah, after lunch, when I'd cleared up, I was doing some more on the cat gnome and checking on washing and things like that until it was pet feeding time. So I did that. Got back from walking Ted, and my husband said we're having soup for tea. So he opened some tins of soup into a pan, got them on the hob, ready to warm up because it was still a little bit early to put it on. So we were having soup with, my husband had got some half-baked rolls. So you put them in the oven to finish off cooking, and they go right crisp on the outside, but they're soft and fluffy in the middle. You cut them open and put some butter in, and it all melts in, and it's gorgeous, lovely. So yeah, we had that for tea. Then when I came up here, what did I do when I came up here? I was working a little bit more on the cat gnome. I think I had one of the shoes left to finish because I'd done everything else. I'd even done all the back stitching. I'd finished off, you know, the mouse and everything. I just had one of the pink shoes to finish off for the cat. So I wanted to get that done and get it finished, and yeah, I even finished it before the show, before the craft and quiz So yeah, I usually have a couple of hours before any live shows, you know, sort of in between finishing tea, coming up here and going live. I usually have a couple of hours, so if I've got something to do before the show I can get it done, and then that half an hour before the show when we go in is usually when we'll do cameras or getting things out, and you know, that's what that half an hour before the show is for. We get set up and ready, and then we're ready for when the hour hits, whether it's 7 or whether it's 8. That half an hour before is to get all set up, so we do that. So yeah, like I said, I finished Cat Gnome on Thursday. I was very, very pleased with that, because then I could show it on the flash tube video. So we'll get into that next. So yeah, about 6:30 I went into StreamYard, got my cameras and everything ready, and what project out that I was doing, and sorry, hiccups. So yeah, for the show, for the crafting quiz, I was carrying on with the autism heart, the diamond painting that I was doing. I've since finished that. I'll show you that in a minute if I've got it to hand. No, I've not got it to hand, I can't reach it. So, but yeah, I'll yeah. So then, yeah, craft and quiz at 7 o'clock. So we were finishing off the 90s pop that was requested by Dano's Universe the week before. I think we got about halfway through it the week before, so we said, right, well, we'll finish it off next week. I think there was 30 questions, so yeah, we got down to number 15, so yeah, we finished that off, 90s pop. It was really good, really fun, and yeah, I got quite a bit done on my diamond painting. You know, to say I was reading out questions and doing all that. I'd got quite a bit of my diamond painting done. So before I move on to Friday, just give me a second, guys. Right, sorry about that, guys. I heard an almighty bang, so I went to go check what it was, and everything's okay. It was just a door slamming. I thought something had happened then. Panic. So, quick drink. Right, so as I was saying, I'll get my next letter out before I move on. I think it's this, yeah, this one. This letter F next. So then, so on to Friday, I was working a little bit more on Midnight Magic, so stitching a little bit on that. Then once my husband got up, I came up here and I was changing the bed in, and then I went and had a bath. Then I took everything down, put it all in the washing machine. Then my husband said, right, he was, well, actually it was about lunchtime at this time, so I was getting some lunch. My husband said he wasn't very hungry, so he just had a drink. So then after lunch, after I'd cleared up and tidied up, my husband said, right, I'm going to go for a bath. So I said, right, if you're going for a bath, I will come up and record. And he said, yes, floss tube. So yeah, I came up and did that. Then after I'd recorded that, set it to export and just yeah, went downstairs to check on the eldest and feed the pets and things like that. So by the time I'd done all that, my husband said, right, he himself had a recording to do. Our eldest needed to have his shower. He said, right, you've got a recording to do as well, which I had, because I had a delivery of some products to review. So I had more products from VIP Cross Stitch, which you guys will have seen. So I recorded the unbagging of that, and by the time I'd done that, my floss tube had exported. So I put the review video to export, and then I uploaded floss tube to YouTube. Floss tube to YouTube. Yeah, my floss tube video to YouTube, and then I was sat waiting for the VIP cross stitch to export. Well, no, I was waiting for YouTube to upload, so then I always upload my videos private, so I can sort out the thumbnail and description box and then release it for you guys to see. So did all that, released that. By the time I'd done that, the VIP cross stitch one had finished exporting. So then I uploaded that one private to YouTube. I was sorting out the link to the website in the description box and uploaded that private, so then when it got to the weekend I could sort out the thumbnail and then release that video on Saturday for you guys to see. But yeah, anyway, back to Friday. So once I'd done all of that, so I'd released floss tube for you guys to see. The VIP cross stitch was uploaded to YouTube private till I could sort out the description box and everything. And then by the time I'd done all that, got downstairs, our eldest had come home from school. So then my husband was telling me, he said, I can't be bothered cooking tea, so I will go get a chippy tea. We'll go and have something from the chip shop. We haven't had fish and chips in a while now, so I'll walk on and go get some. So, but think I've said before, the portions on there are enough for 2. So rather than getting 4 separate portions, we just get 2 portions, and it's enough. Is half each, especially as we do have some bread with it, like some little chip butties or a fish butty, and yeah, have a couple of slices of bread, so make a sandwich. So yeah, half is more than enough. Half a portion. So, especially my husband can't eat a full portion to himself anymore. I bet the boys could though. I think I've said that before actually. Could eat a portion each. But yeah, they're growing boys, growing teenagers. But no, I don't think even I could manage a full portion the way they do them up there. Our fish and chip shops, like 5 minutes up the road. But yeah, you get plenty. So yeah, we had a fish shop tea on Friday. Really enjoyed that. So then we got cleaned up and tidied up from that, and then when I came up here, what did I do when I came up here? I was working on, what was I working on? I was working on the autism heart diamond painting. So yeah, I was working on that, and I actually finished that. Then later on there was a live stream. There was Horlicks finishing off his Spitfire. He was doing a live show. So yeah, he ended up finishing it. I think he had, what were it, 4 or 5 issues left to do, and every time he finished an issue he was asking, you know, the viewers, asking in the comments, you know, has everybody had enough now, or do you want me to carry on? And everybody was like, carry on, keep building. And he'd started his stream at 7, and yeah, like I said, everybody told him to keep going, and yeah, he finished his stream at about 11:30. So yeah, half 11 in the evening. So yeah, half an hour before midnight. So yeah, like I said, he started at 7, so it was like a 4.5 hour stream. But like I said, he kept asking, you know, have you had enough now? Do you want me to keep going? And everybody's like, keep going. And so yeah, he actually finished the build. He finished his Spitfire. He fired it up, he got it doing a flying sequence, and oh, it was fantastic. It was brilliant to see that model moving and model going, and yeah, brilliant. They all did such a great job, and Horlicks finishing off his model, and it was a brilliant stream. It was really, really good. So yeah, that was so that was Friday. So then on to Saturday. So Saturday is cleaning day. So Saturday morning, got up, did my usual, had my coffee, fed the pets, got washed up, and then set on with cleaning. So So I cleaned the bathroom and give it all a really good scrub, and you know, not that it gets really dirty or really, you know, it needs a good wipe around. And it actually doesn't help at the minute that we've got them dandelion things flying around, or what I like to call fairy flies. It's them dandelion heads, you know, when you blow them and all them bits come off. Got loads of them flying around in the air. So yeah, we've only got windows half open so they don't all blow into the house, and but yeah, there was quite a few of those on the floor, because rather than vacuuming and mopping and messing about doing the bathroom floor, I get on my hands and knees with wipes, put a wipe on each hand and just sort of go around, and yeah, they'd all seem to gather at the edge of the bath, you know, when the flooring meets the bottom of the bath. They'd you know, the front panel of the bath meets the flooring of the laminate. So yeah, they'd all gathered around there, and then also all round where the toilet is. Yeah, so I'm quite glad that I got down on my hands and knees, and but yeah, normally I can just do it with the 2 wipes, go around and do, but yeah, like I said, there were quite a few of these things about, so yeah, I think I went through quite a few wipes on that floor, but it needed doing, it needed getting out. So yeah, finish off the bathroom, did that. Then after I'd done that, it was lunchtime. So Saturday for lunch, what did I have? A chocolate spread sandwich and a bag of Doritos. So I had that for my lunch, and then my husband said, right, you've done all your jobs, I've done everything I need to do, so we can go and have some crafty time upstairs. So he was in the bear cave doing some bits and bobs he needed to do, and then I came in here and I finished off sorting out the VIP cross stitch video and putting all the links and everything in, and I sorted out the thumbnail for you guys to see, and then I had to send the link to the company for obviously the video for them to see it as well. So I did that. Then after I'd done that, well, for the past, well, since last weekend, well, no, since the beginning of this week, you know, when I said I was sorting out my desk, yeah, the rest of the area needed sorting as well. Needed a good tidy up, a good organise, and especially putting finished diamond paintings away and putting them in that book, that A3 book that I got from One Day Saving. Needed to organise and put diamond paintings away in that, and then I needed to sort out some boxes and things under the desk, because I knew I had some cross stitch projects from the year before that I'd finished, so like the peppermint purple Blackworks sal that I'd done for the 2 previous years. I wanted to find those out. And then there was the Stitchonomy Christmas stitch along. I wanted to find that out to be able to put that in my stitchy journal. It's just an A4 pucker. It's called Pucker Jot Book. So it's a big A4 size one. So yeah, I can quite put some quite big projects in there. So I wanted to find all them out and to be able to, like I said, get organised. So put my finished diamond paintings away, sort out how I wanted to do the pages for the cross stitch journal, and just give all the shelves some good organisation. So I got all my Disney doll house, I got all that organised into different boxes, and you know, we had some shoe boxes and things, so I could put the bigger bits away, like the tables and the chairs, and there's the Mickey Mouse character and the bigger bits that wouldn't fit in the little trays where I've got all the other little bits and bobs, you know, cups and saucers and, you know, toys and other bits that I can fit in the tray. So I needed something a bit bigger. So I've organised all that now. I've gone through all of my patterns that I wanted to do out of previous magazines. I've got all them into the pink lever arch folder that I was using for Disney Dollhouse. And then I went through again the more current magazines and patterns that I wanted to stitch out of those, so I've put them in the wallets, in the pockets, and put all the patterns, the current ones that I want to do, in the lever arch folder. So they're all ready and there for when I get around to doing them. But I want to get my whips finished. So my next goal, my next focus, stitching wise, for next week is the Squid Games, the soda stitch one. So it's the 3 gnomes in a row with a biscuit with a cookie in its hand. So that's my aim for next week. So hopefully I will have that finished for Friday for Floss Tube. So hopefully I'll have another finish. But yeah, like I said, yeah, I've got all my stitching and everything organised. I've got my floss all in boxes and tubs, and I really should bobbinate them and put them in them cases. I just have not got round to doing that yet. No, I haven't got round to doing that yet. So basically I have now just under half the shelf above me, directly above me, where my camera's hanging down from the shelf. I've got quite a bit of room now, so as I'm working on the doll's house and doing bits, I can then lift it up, I can then put it on that shelf up there, so it's out of the way, it's not going to get knocked, it's not going to get, yeah, it's not going to get knocked. So it's out of the way, and yeah, I've got room on my desk and everything like that. So yeah, I had a good organisation and a good sort out Saturday afternoon, and it really needed it in here. It really did need a good organise. You know, it's one of these areas where you know where everything is, you can put your hand on it, but it just looks a mess. So it needed organising, it needed sorting. So yeah, Saturday afternoon, that's what I was up to. So then for tea we had bacon and egg butties. So yeah, that was Saturday tea, bacon and egg butties. That was really nice. Then in the evening, when I came up here, oh no, I was wrong on Friday then. So Saturday was when I finished the Autism Heart and like I said, that was even before the live stream, so I got my days mixed up. So it wasn't Friday, it was Saturday. So then, yeah, so I finished off the Autism Heart, and then when the live was on, it was DS Models and Vintage. He was working on his red Rootmaster, the one that he's doing for Agora, the one he's doing in partnership with Agora. And yeah, he was doing that, and yeah, I was getting on with this coffee piece. I'd actually started, I think I'd finished this section here, and I'd started this one up here by the time he'd finished his live show. So did that. I think I diamond painted for another half an hour maybe before I went to bed, and then on to today. So today being Sunday, so got up this morning, had my coffee, sorted out the pets, washed up. I got on with the ironing, so I was doing the ironing, and then when I'd finished that, I came up for my bath. So I had my bath, got back downstairs, sorted out the veggies and everything that we needed. I think I needed to grate a carrot, I needed to peel the potatoes, and then there was some mushrooms as well. I'd sliced up some mushrooms. So by the time I'd done that, my husband had got up. So yeah, he set to and got that on. We had a twist on a shepherd's pie. So traditionally a shepherd's pie has a mashed potato top, but my husband said he didn't fancy mash, so he decided on sliced potato. So so rather than mash the potato, he'd slice them before he cooked them, pre-cooked them. So he'd done all the meat and the gravy and the bottom bit of it. He'd done all that, got it in a dish, and then when the potatoes had finished boiling, they'd done cooking, he just laid them on the top. He'd put like a layer of sliced potato, and yeah, brushed it with oil and a little bit of butter, and whacked it in the oven, and yeah, that browned, that crisped up lovely. So yeah, we had shepherd-ish pie. But then also my husband got some pudding rice, so we had some rice pudding for dessert. And then after we'd had dessert, I made a coffee, and the boys were clearing up and tidying up, and yeah, we sat for about half an hour, 40 minutes, something like that. We'd sat downstairs for a little bit, and then I said, right, I'm going to go record, and my husband said, yeah, I'm going to follow you up because I'm going to come and have my bath. So yeah, he's had his bath while I've been recording this. So yeah, that is all of this week. So yeah, we are pretty much caught up. Oh, and also Saturday, when I said I was sorting through and organising my diamond paintings, I found some diamond paintings that had some wider, some thicker washi tape around the edges. But like I said, I wanted to put all my finished diamond paintings in that folder. So I took all that tape off from around the edge, but I didn't throw it because I wanted to use it for another project. What I've done with it is I have put it round the edge of the frame that I'm going to use for the quilling butterfly. So I've put some of the tape around the front bit of the frame and just cut off the excess. So now what I need to do is I need to get some of that fishing line, fishing wire stuff, to try and suspend the butterfly in the middle. So I need to do that, and then I should be able to glue the two pieces together, the two bits of frame that I cut out, to trap the wire in the middle. And then what I might have to do is put some more like sellotape, clear tape, to hold the two frames together, because I'm not sure whether hot glue will keep it together or whether when it dries it won't, it'll slip. So, but my husband has said he knows a perfect place where he wants to display it when we've finished it, well, when I've finished it. So he has said he would like to put it in the bathroom. So another job that I got done this morning was I needed to spray it with hairspray, the finished quilling piece. I needed to spray it with hairspray so it kind of seals it and doesn't, you know, the paper won't get wet, the paper won't get damp and go funny. So yeah, I've given it a good spray with hairspray. So I just need to finish that off now. I'm so very close. I just need to get the wire and then work out how I'm going to get the two frames to stay together, and keep the wire, sort of keep it suspended and look like it's floating, because it's like a clear fishing wire, so it's going to look like it's hovering. Sorry about that. So it's going to look like it's hovering. So yeah, I just need to finish that. But yeah, that is everything for today, and that is this week caught up. But yeah, let me move this and you guys might be able to see a bit more better the picture that I'm doing. So we've got, yeah, the coffee, yeah, and it's got a bit of a cake in the background here. It's got some biscuits, some cookies, got coffee beans scattered around, and I think this is a spoon, I think. Well, I'm not sure if that's a spoon or not, but yeah, there's all sorts of bits scattered round, and coffee beans, and yeah, like I say, a bit of cake here, some biscuits, cookies. But yeah, that is everything for today, guys. So I'm going to let you guys go. Enjoy the rest of your weekend, and yeah, let's hope to get lots of crafting and creating next week done. So remember, guys, in a world where it can be anything, be kind. Bye, guys.